Hello. Okay, we seem to be back, I think. For some reason, the stream dropped, but I think it's back. Looks to be back. Okay, right. Let's try this again. Right. Yeah, I am here, aren't I? Yeah. Not sure when that broke, annoyingly, but hey. Alright, so I was coming over here to see if we had any processors free. Probably have a box of... There they are. Okay, right. Let's go make some fractionators. Let's make a bunch of them. What am I stuck on? Where am I? Oh, right, I'm in building mode. Whoops. Ha! That was confusing. Okay, in fact, hold on. This... No, this is fine, actually. This is fine. Right. But I'm not quite sure why I extended that all the way along there like this. Apparently our inventory is filled. Let's go get rid of all this hydrogen. We don't need it. Get rid of all that. We don't need it. Okay. Let's build our fractionators. In fact, we got 13. Pretty sure 16 is apparently an optimal number. Let's just build 16. We have to do it ever so slightly differently from where we just did it. Okay, let's see if that works. But we have a few left, but what we can do is probably loop them in. Oh wait, I just realised I made a mistake already. But hold up. In fact, actually, this is ideal how I have it right now. One sec. What we'll do, we'll get this to feed it in on this end. And we'll have a line coming here. And feeding it back in there. Now the priority on this one, that's going to be a priority input. Yeah, okay, this will actually work. But hold up, could I... Those spare fractionators... Could I not just put them here? Yeah, hold on. Delete this. We'll pop them over this way for now. Get rid of that power line. Shift it there. Keep clicking the wrong option. There it goes. Okay, I think that's... Okay, that's all of them. Cool. Next, you go in there. In there. And then this one can come over here for now. Just hook into that, because why not? Now we should be able to get a conveyor. Get rid of that power station. Can you not be one up? Nope, okay. Fine. This is ideal. Oh, that's actually ideal. Okay. All the deuterium we make will come out, and now go onto this line. Fantastic. Right, there's only this will work. Do I have any storage? I've got one storage tank. Oops. Make another one. We'll stack 2 up for now. Okay. Apparently I can't fit that in the middle, annoyingly. That's all good. Theoretically this should start working. It'll work. Oh, they're not all connected up properly. And that should work. And then it should all come out and go looping back. And that will free up this line to actually create. I should have built it further. I should have built it over here, to be honest, but hey, whatever. While this is all set up here, it's fine. Yeah, good. It's prioritizing this line. Cool. We're creating deuterium. Nicely. Even better than before. Right. It's not perfectly optimal, considering it's kind of stopping this hydrogen being used down here at the moment. Which means these aren't running still because of it. It's not actually the best way to get rid of hydrogen, is it? But at least we're getting deuterium. Why is that running slow? Is that an unupgraded belt? But yeah, apparently that was a Mark 1 belt. What the hell? This is a Mark 1 as well. There we go, that's better. So yeah, still not actually using some of this hydrogen. I'm wondering if I've got too many of these. I might have. Okay, this seems better. It might be stalling it a bit though. What I might have to do is either store up some hydrogen or delete it. Not delete it, burn it maybe. Let's make some fluid storage. Just to put hydrogen in. If we come over here then, we delete those, get a splitter there. Let's set this one to be the no, wait. Oh. But hold on, where are those storages? This hydrogen I might need in the future. No, I don't want to filter. I think it's prioritising there anyway. But like, better than burning it in thermal stations where I don't need it. May as well try to store it up in some of these. I don't know how big these get. But that means these will kick into life properly, and they should be creating their refined oil now. It looks like it. That's good. Which means all of these mad lads over here will start kicking into life again. Hold on, is that an unupgraded conveyor? Apparently. Why do I have unupgraded conveyors? This is all a bit of a mess. That's okay. Let's fix that a bit. Right. So our plastic and other stuff should kick into life now. Yeah, they all are. They're not running at turbo maximum efficiency, but they are all running from the looks of it. Yeah, plus it's gathering up again down here, so yeah, they're all running as well as they can from the looks of it at the moment. So that's cool, that's cool. So that's good, we're creating those titanium diamonds again. I forget what their actual name is. Okay. The yellows are being created and then should be putting in here. Yeah, being put in there rather. Apparently my fractionators have stopped running. Why? Why have you lads stopped running over here? Because you're not connected properly. And you shut everything down. You are filled. That's the sort of thing that I would usually miss. Okay. All good. How's it going over here then with this little mini one? Not working because these have stopped working, which is fine. Because you're probably filled with red, aren't you? Yeah, that's fine, that's good. That's alright, when we start that running again soon, it'll be fine. That was only a temporary thing I set up. I like how there's still hydrogen cruising around. Occasionally being converted. Anyway, right, so that's all good actually, that makes me happy. That's working properly. Great. Oh yeah, I also found something else. If it's night, if you press L, yeah, your light turns on and off. That's cool. I don't know why it's so cool, but it is. Right, so I would like to set up a spot somewhere, not particularly out of the way. I'm out of foundations. I need to go get some more foundations. Yeah, I need to set up a spot somewhere that's just creating... Sorry, not creating. Feeding research into researchers. So let's make a... Oh, I know what I need. That's an important thing. Let's go get some drones. Not quite far enough. Where are the drones being created? Over here, aren't they? Oh no, they're in this tower. I could have made a tower and grabbed some. That's okay though. Alright, whatever. Bonk. Good enough. Yeah, let's just say we make our research zone here for now. It seems okay. I should have picked up some foundations while I was gone. Oh, well, it's all good. So let's build you here. Okay, so you are going to want to get those. You're going to demand them. Get a conveyor. Okay, then one more. Go along that way. Go along that way. You can go along this way. Research towers. Probably should have built this a bit better, but whatever. May not actually be the most optimal setup, I've just realised, but it's fine, I think, for now. That's a belt, not a grabber. Power these up. You'll be doing research. Oh, right, I need to set these. Blue, red, yellow. But I should have done that the other way around, I think. Should have blue on the inside. I don't think it really matters that much. Maybe I should have done something slightly different as well. This is okay though. This will be alright. This will be fine. Oh, so there's going to be a new research area, basically. That's probably way too many of these, really. Just have it like that for now. Yellow's okay. Right, these old research towers are not needed. Grab those. So this conveyor's not needed, that's not needed. Ideal. Not the best system, but it is a system nonetheless. It's kind of going to work. Kind of not going to work. But it's fine. Apparently you didn't copy the grabbers. That's annoying. That's okay. Can I copy you? Apparently not. Doesn't want to let me. That's all fine. We got another power thing up there. Right, well that's the new research area anyway, and that'll be doing research. That makes it a bit simpler for the moment. Now, yes, talking of research, let's see, there's technology. There's one over here that's very important, I think, somewhere. Actually, there's three, in fact, right in the same area. There is this one, mini fusion power generation, which unlocks the mini fusion power plant and also deuterium full rods, which is what I can make with the deuterium. So that's going to be one of the goals. So we'll queue that up. Next, we want the interstellar power transmission. And that leads to the gas giants one. We can get stuff from gas giants. Considering we're orbiting one, that seems like it'll be useful. So that's three things we'll go for after the current couple are done. That's cool. So that's one of my main plans for tonight done. Is setting all of that up. which is rad. These are all running nicely, aren't they? Yeah. All running very nicely, and this is doing their thing. Lovely. And these mad lads are doing their thing down here from the looks of it still. Well, they're making like quite a lot. Right, I need to get rid of some of this hydrogen. Burn it away. Get rid of that. Drop this. I've got some blue things I don't need. Drop those in there. Cool. That's good, that's good. So that's a very important step I've done, which makes me happy. These are running again nicely. So, now the other main thing that we were going to do, but we still haven't, is make the interstellar towers. And get production of these special steel up and running. But right now, we're not going to do that. But I don't need this storage box. I don't need you to store stuff, do I? No. Why can't I delete the box? Oh no, uncheck facilities. Yeah, I like a belt. Going up there. Oh, hooking back in. Cool, that's good enough, because I don't need those going in a box, really. Same for this one's making drones, I don't need that. But do I... See, what I'm not sure about is, do I need these drones still when I've got the other drones? Maybe. I don't know. But I don't actually need them being made like this. At the moment. In fact, what we can do, hopefully... Splitter about there. Ah! More inventory lines. Fantastic. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can make... Splitter about there. Good. 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 There we go. I don't have... Sure. Fine. That's probably a bit too many. I don't really need to hold that many drones, but that's what we're going to do. So that's a bit better, I think, optimizing those. Oh, wait, hold on. Now, I've got a lot of regular conveyors I don't need. Let's get rid of those, and a lot of regular sorters, which I don't need. We'll just delete them all, because I'm not that fussed about those. Right. So now there's a couple of things I want to do. Maybe over here. Apparently, coal is coming very slowly. Not coal, bricks. Is that old conveyor belts again? I like how you can tell from the lights at night. Hmm. I don't think I need this thing doing this. Let's have it unload everything. But yeah, we'll have it unload. I don't really need that being held anymore. It can get turned into the foundations on its own. Come down here and do its thing. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I need to get production of green engine things running. So apparently we're not having any magnetic coils come down. I need to step up production of these in a better way. Apparently we're low on power, actually. We are. Wow, okay. Right. I have a lot of... Not on me. Where are all of my solar panels? There they are. Let's take all of them bad boys. I need to go find some graphite over here. I'm gonna take all this for myself. Cool. Okay. I need to expand my belt of solar panels. Because when it's night over here, awesome. Sorry, day over here, it's awesome because I've got a lot set up. But when it's night, I don't have quite so many. So I think we'll set this up for now, because why not? I need foundations. Hold up. Gonna need to get those, aren't I? Where are they being built? They're being built somewhere over here, I think. No, actually, much further away. Sure, they've been put into a tower somewhere, maybe. They've been put into a tower. Then I should be able to find them, maybe. Aha, here. That's not really a lot, is it? But it's fine. We consume some graphite. Okay. I think during the day, yeah, when the day hits this side where there's more of these, it's much better. In fact, we're going to save. Ignore test was when I was testing things earlier, like mentioned. Can I reduce the size of this to be the size of... Yeah, that's ideal. What we want. Yeah, let's go power up the rest of the planet like this, I think. I have lots of conveyors, I think. Not conveyors, sorry. Solar power. I think on the left is okay. Just. And there's one missing. I don't have enough soil piles. Oh. I'm getting some now. Yep. Ideal. Ah. Tiny block there. Deal. Going night again, so that's fine. Cool. May as well use up all these solar panels I've got for this purpose. Apparently I don't have enough soil for this. Oh no, that's a pain. I need to try and find some better places where I can go flat and get more soil, I guess. Not a particularly hilly planet, this, sadly. Well, I guess that'll do for the moment. We're generating enough at the moment, at least, so that's fine. Okay, so that's good, right. Drink some water. A couple of these aren't running ideally, but that's okay. That's something to fix up later. I don't know what this is. What are we making here? Oh, this is iron. Wow. We are pumping out iron to get smelted into steel, which is cool. Right, so what's this mad mess? Okay, I see. So we've definitely got enough refined oil down here now, which is great. Yeah, we've got enough resources for all of these to run. We're actually over. Why aren't you being... Oh, we've run out of titanium. Ah. Looks like we have run out of titanium. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to make a stop off at the titanium planet and bring some. Really need to get the interstellar things up and running. That should be my first priority now, I think, actually. What I was going to do is start setting up some creation of things I'm not making, like storage. Maybe set up assembly machine Mark IIs at some point. And like all the things I'm not making at all anywhere, like refineries and chemical plants and fractionators, things like that. Just all those things that I'll need, but I don't make in big enough quantity, so I just handcraft them. Apparently there's a slow bit of conveyor right there. I've got slow bits randomly. That's annoying. I also need to get to work on starting to create conveyor belt Mark IIIs. I need to figure out how to make blue engines at some point. I need to make a lot more green engines. In fact, that's going to be an important thing I should do, is step up production of green engines. Because, like, that's pathetic, just one there. We need to do that. We need to do that somewhere else. Which I will do. Absolutely. Right. Okay, we need to go to the other planet then. We need to go get some titanium. What is it? Podis 3? Yeah. Cool. Right, let's go there. Let's go save before we do. So I don't zoom off into space like an idiot. Okay, let's go. Hope I crash into the planet in a good spot. Come on. Yeah, actually this is pretty solid. This is where I can go regenerate. While we're generating our energy, let's go. That's a destination to my Main planet. You know what? We haven't even been to that third one yet. That's got a lot of silicon and copper ore. No titanium, but still. That could be good. Probably go there to explore and check it out at some point. I probably will. Looks to be there's nothing else in this system, just my stuff. And my star. I need to figure out how to leave. It'll be research of some kind, I imagine. Anyway, let's not get distracted. So we want, what did we want to pick up? Titanium, wasn't it? Where was my titanium on this planet? Oh, it's this way, I think. Aha! Lots of boxes filled with titanium. Lovely. That's the wrong thing. It's going to carry a lot. In fact, this is going to be probably far too much for the boxes I have. That's okay. Let's go home. But I'm going to shuttle like at least 5,000 into a tower. Gotta find the right place first. Nope, land. There we go. In fact, this is actually pretty good. This is right where we should be. So let's put slam some into the tower itself. Slam some into the boxes. Hey, cool. And we've still got some in my hands, which is fine. That can go off to where it needs to go. Is there a box that needs titanium around here somewhere? How come these lads are not doing much? You need stone bricks. Okay, we need to get more stone bricks to make more foundations. We need to set that up somewhere. We'll do that. We'll go find like a stone brick, like a stone vein there, and just make stone bricks. In fact, that's actually a low priority though, once again, like I've mentioned. Because now that I don't need, we'll get rid of some rando things we've got in my inventory. Where is the box? Ah, right next to it. Oh wow, we need to take another... In fact, we'll go take another trip back to the planet and pick up some processors. While I'm in the travelling mood, let's just do that. We'll go get a bunch of processors and bring them back. Let's go. They're important. I don't remember where I'm actually storing those. Somewhere near the equator, I think. Down here, actually, maybe? No, that's just random stuff that I didn't actually need to set up here at all, but hey. Oh, here we go. Here they all are. Oh, yeah. We'll grab everything. Okay. Wait, we shouldn't have done that. Hold on. I need to mark up the planet, otherwise I will not find it because I'm not smart. Okay, let's grab all this. Wrong button. Okay, to the stars again. To the skies, rather. Let's go zoom home. Drop all this off. Nice, these two planets are so close to each other, it helps a lot. I am at my research area, which means I'm too far. Gotta generate some energy a moment. But how is the power situation looking? I'm pretty sure that's low because we are draining it ourselves at the moment. That's better, looking good. Right, processors. In the box. Lovely. Alright, that's enough for doing these things. So I'm still not sure about whether I'm still going to need these types of drones or not. I think I do. But it's okay. Right, so let's do a save. Okay, so this thing, all you need now is the titanium alloy. Cool. So that means this thing is going to demand titanium alloy. We can shove it out of the conveyor into this mad lad, and it will go into here, and this tower is going to store the interstellar logistics stations, and that's going to supply it because they'll be coming out of there. Ideal. Wunderbar. So now we need to get this up and running. So what do we need? We need titanium ingots, steel, and sulfuric acid. Right. Okay. Now this one supplies the titanium, so that's good. That's all sorted. Steel, I think we have going to a tower being supplied somewhere. You're demanding it, so obviously clearly we have it being put into the system somewhere. I'll probably figure out a place to step up steel production. In fact, no, actually, we have an enormous amount somewhere, don't we? Like, our steel production is massive. It's over here. Well, not massive, but quite big. Big enough. Plus, like, I think this tower might be... Yeah, it's filled with 5,000, so yeah, that's... Oh, this is where all the foundations are. That's where 5,000 are. Do I have 2 towers that are supplying foundations, then? That did not have 5,000 before. Maybe. Maybe. How come this is so many foundations? I don't know. Like, they're not being put in it from anywhere. I'm very confused about that, but that's okay, whatevs. Don't worry about it, Joe. That's a future Joe problem. Oh, here, like, these are creating foundations, or they should be. And they're going down this way into this tower. Ah! Right, hold up. Can I just demand all of the foundations from that other tower? No, actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll just grab them out of this one. Myself. That's where they all are. I don't want to do... Uh-oh, did I just drop them? Oh no, they're in my inventory. Oh, okay. Right. That's what I want. You can supply foundation. Okay, there we go. Now I've understood the foundations. I must have dismantled them from that tower and then shifted it to this one at some point and forgot. Which is fine. So that's not much of a worry right now. Anyway. Let's go find a nice spot. What are the other things we need? We need steel. We have plenty of steel. That's fine. We have plenty of titanium, theoretically. Sulfuric acid. How do we make sulfuric acid? Again, I know it's in a chemical plant. That's made from oil, coal, and water. Alright, yeah, this is a pain in the backside, isn't it? Right. Wait, we're creating some over here somewhere, aren't we? I'm not using a lot of it, I think. Yeah, we're creating some here and not really using it. Can I get a tower here? If I can get a tower there, that will help me so much. No, because there's so many objects in the way, other conveyors. If I moved... Let's play with this. is the worst plan. It's the worst plan, but hey. It's fine. You can supply sulfuric acid now. Like, that's just a temporary measure. Just so I actually have this up and running. I'm going to set up a new supply line to create sulfuric acid. I need chemical plants. I need some steel myself. Ooh, wrong button. I think... Who has steel? Is it this one? Let's set that to, say 1500. Let's get a few steel myself just so I can create a couple of things. I'm definitely going to go set up some more chem plants elsewhere. But for the moment this will just tide me. I'm going to need an oil refinery. Wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't need those. Chill out. My bad. Not an oil refinery I need, it's a oil extractor. And a water pump. I've got some water pumps, which is good. Pump it all the way, right to the max. What else do I want? Nothing really, I think. Thinking about it. That can just quite happily give me some small amounts of sulfuric acid there. What I'll do then, I think... Let's go find an oil seep. Luckily we have a couple over here, so this is actually ideal. Right, how am I going to do this? So I want to make... Let's put a random smelter down. So we're going to make titanium alloy. For that we need sulfuric acid, steel, titanium ingots, right. So it's just sulfuric acid I'm worried about right here. Okay, good. Now, gathering. Oil extractor. Perfect. Can you power up from that? No. Well, that's okay. We'll power it up in a moment. Right then, so for sulfuric acid, this is complex, isn't it? We need water and a bunch of other stuff. Oh yeah, we need coal as well, I think. Okay. Okay, right. Wait, do I need oil? Hold on. I don't need oil, do I? Let's grab... is it chem plant? Meaning chem plant, isn't it? You're making sulfuric acid. Oh, you need refined oil, right? You refined oil, stone, and water. Alright, so we need to convert the crude oil... Oh, hey. Oh, we can go faster in space. Hey. Why is sulfuric acid so complicated to make? Jeez. I need to go dig up some stone somewhere. Well, you know what? I don't think I need to do this then. I think I have everything down here that I need. This is stone, isn't it? That's graphite. Whoops. You over here with sulfuric acid. Oh, that's right, I did stop the stone, didn't I? You need refined oil, stone, and water. Okay. Apparently you've got a big hump for some reason there. Something must have gone under it. You know what? Actually, I can just slam in... another one right here. But yeah. Huh. Can I actually just get lucky and just... do this? And that'll step it up to 3 at least. I mean, that'll save me having to build it anywhere else for the moment. The water would come along here instead. In this wacky arrangement of awesome. I'm not quite sure why I've done it like this. Hold up. We can make this better at least. We can make this better with just a splitter. Because that should balance these out. Did that not click in? Okay, that'll balance those 3 out at least. Then we could actually get one more of these in, I think. Well, that's just tripled our sulfuric acid supply. Are we low on power? We are, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Definitely need to go fix up the power situation some more soon. We could probably burn off some of the hydrogen that we've got being stored somewhere. But you know what? That's tripled that, and that makes that much easier. We're still not generating an enormous amount, but we are generating more. And for the moment, that's cool. That's something we can definitely expand. Though at some point, when we figure it out again. Alright. That's actually good, that makes me happy. Now that has massively slowed down our refined oil output, considering we're taking so much in these now. Yeah, we'll probably actually end up building that somewhere else soon. You know what I could do? What's wrong with you? Oh, you're actually full. You know what I'm going to do, actually? We don't need... we don't need these here. These ones we don't need. We can build them down here if we need to. In fact, you're filled on plastic. You're filled on your crystals. You're filled on your crystals. Well, you're not actually, but... but these are running permanent non-stop, which is good. Whoops. Let's get rid of this here. If we wanted to, that will end up turning into more plastic. These can just get moved down there. Yeah. Right, let's just get rid of 2 of them. For now. And we'll get rid of you, because you're not needed. That will let us expand this. In fact, we'll set you to a max of Let's set you to a max of 1,000 for the moment, just in case. So, that means we do have enough to start creating... Oh, we can make deuterium fuel rods now. Cool. I don't think we're actually making blue engines anywhere, but we can actually get a use for that deuterium. Right. We need to set up a production area of arc smelters for those things. Okay, let's go. Well, here looks pretty nice actually, for now, just to start with. So we're going to need 3 conveyors. Let's just start here, I think. Pretty sure it's 3 conveyors. For the sulfuric acid, the other stuffs. Yeah. Let's place a logistics station. Place it in line there, that will make the most sense. Oh, I need some conveyors. Good, get some. Running low. Wherever they are here. Let's grab all those. My inventory is full of so much rubbish. I should definitely clear that out soon. In drones go. Make a power pole there, there and there. Right. Now you are going to demand titanium. You will demand sulfuric acid, but I want that on the other one. What other things did we need? It was steel and sulfuric acid. Okay. Right, before we do this, let's just put a break there so it doesn't start flooding this line until I'm ready. Demand, demand, demand. No, let's not have that. Let's just have 1,000. No, let's just max it out at 500 actually. Way too much is on the way of this, but that's fine. Let's just put it 500 for the moment. Cool. Now, production smelters. I don't know how many is going to be too many for this. Let's just build 9 for now. I think it's going to be way too many, but we'll scale down when we need to. You will be making titanium alloy. In fact, I have made a mistake. We are going to change this. You want to be that, and you want to be that. It'll fix when things start flowing through. Now, conveyor come along here. I just realised I made a mistake because there's 3 things. This won't actually store it, will it? Okay, bugger. Okay, for now though, fine. For now, not until we get the interplanetary ones up and running. Sorry, the interstellar ones. These are the planetary ones. But for the moment, we'll just have a separate bad boy doing its thing, just sending titanium alloys wherever it's needed. We should probably put some drones in this. Okay, my inventory is just filled with so much. Let's get rid of... What do I say? Oh yeah, I've got so many solar panels. We need to deal with that soon. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. This Grando crystal, get rid of that. Don't need it. Get rid of those tier 1 belts. Don't need those. Tier 1 sorters, don't need those. Random stone, don't need that. still a lot of... In fact, I've got so much titanium for some reason still on me. That's all good. Right. You are going to unload. Get some power. Copy you. Can I... Oh yeah, I can swipe. Boom. Right, lovely. That's probably going to be massively too many, but it's all good. At the moment, let's just break that there. Power you up. Connect this up. They'll swap when they can. There we go. Right, let's go see how this Mad Lab works then. Definitely need a lot of sulfuric acid. Here it goes. Yay. First set of titanium beams. Slightly yeah, it's stabilized a bit. Okay, yeah. Seems like we could probably expand it more. Got some in transit, yes. I'm probably not producing enough sulfuric acid, to be honest. Can we get all my titanium that I've got on me, because I don't need it? Let's just go shove it in here for now. I don't need to hold that. Right, so that's being produced, and do we have drones in it? We do. Wunderbar. Okay, you're going to be supplying this stuff. Apparently negative 30. Apparently it's wanted somewhere already. I don't understand how, but okay, whatever you say, game. I always like how the drones have got the icons printed on them of what they're holding. Where are they actually taking that? Oh, it's because I am demanding it here already. Ah, yes, of course. Yes. I forgot I already set that up. So yeah, we are creating the interplanetary ones already. Sorry, the interstellar logistics stations. Oh yeah, it's our first one. I got back just in time to see it. Yay, that's nice. Cool, so we got one. Rad. So, my plan. When we have, let's say, 2 of these, we'll go set one up on this planet, and then we'll go set one up on the other planet, and that means we can start setting up transport for silicon. No, not silicon. Sorry, titanium processors, and maybe silicon as well, actually, thinking about it, just to get it here. Right, but we also do need these Mad Lads as well, so they can actually fly between the planets. And these need to be a new priority. We need to get... Right, we need green. We need green engines. We need to make a better setup for green engines. Quite happily, those will build away. In fact, let's not say 5,000 of those, because that's an absurd number. Let's just say max out for like 100 for now. The game can chill on that. Right then, so... Green... What do we actually need for the green motors? Because we got some... Whoops. Right, for green motors, we need magnetic coils and electric motors. We'll probably set up a better spot for all of these. Motors need magnetic coils. Basically, we need to rebuild, like, some of this production line elsewhere for this. Especially some stuff is slow. Magnetic coils for some reason over here. Oh, why is it so slow for those? Probably because we're making barely any. No, we're making quite a few, it's just these are not as good. A lot of rando stuff we don't need. Not sure what was in that storage, but it's oh, was it some of these? Go and load those. Well, I don't want them. Yeah, we're producing very few of these. What I do need to start creating, though, actually, is Mark II assembling machines. In fact, I could probably make a bunch of these by hand for the moment. If we get those running on producing things we need now, then it will make it faster for those to get set up. Let's go find some processors. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of processors. Yeah. Wunderbar. What? In fact, hold up. We'll go fly around the planet later and drop some more of those down. Okay, so other things we need. Set this like that. You're quite happily creating one a minute. Wow. I didn't realise just one a minute. That's all good though. Hey, we've got 5 already. That's rad. Maybe I should start using those instead, actually. Because we probably need those instead of... In fact, I want to test with this. Well, they're Chonko boys, aren't they? The big boy.
You have established an
Yeah, I certainly have.
logistics station and opened the first node of logistics transportation among the planets. With it, no need to transport cargo between planets manually anymore. Just set to remote supply in the site on the raw material supply planet. The logistics vessel will bring the cargo to the other planets with corresponding remote demand sites accordingly. Setting local supply and demand can also inherit the functions of ordinary logistics station at the same time.
I could probably create a handful of these logistic vessels manually, but just so I could set some on other planets. These hold 5 slots though, which is nice. They hold both the drones, which is also cool. Basically, these things will just completely replace these, because they hold more, or they have more slots, I should say. They're just kind of bigger. Yeah. Alright. That's cool. So. Yeah, we don't actually want it though, I just wanted to look at it. So we're definitely going to set those up soon. Right. You know what, maybe I should actually just build those now. I could just build a handful of drones manually. I do need some titanium alloy. I wonder if this thing's stopped building them already because we're low on stuff. Yeah, sulfuric acid is the problem, as I thought it would be. Yeah, we have none. Right. Alright, sulfuric acid has got to be improved then. Is it actually... Are they actually running over here, like at max? They are. They're just very slow. But that's cool. I've got a couple of spots to add a few more along here though, which is nice. Let's just do that. What's going on here? That's not needed. Again, it's actually a bit high up in here. Ah, that's a problem. That might be an issue. We'll figure that out in a second. Okay, let's get a conveyor. What I might have to do is bring it along like this. And then up a bit. Oh, hello. Does that work? That looks stupid as all hell, but it works. Don't screw with me, game. Whoops, that's the conveyor, not the grabber. There we go. That'll do. Okay, that steps up our sulfuric acid production again slightly. Which is fine. I'll definitely have to set up more sulfuric acid production elsewhere. I'll probably have a big thing dedicated to it. What are these doing? They create... Well, you're not actually creating anything. Why are you not grabbing... Is this not upgraded? Oh, it is. There's just not enough of this coming down. Stone. That's okay, we can fix that. What is this stuff? Oh, that's this photon combiners. I don't know why it's... I don't know why it's such an absurd thing now. In fact, we can probably stop it. Because now we've got this one, we can actually just zoom these into there. And create those. I don't know why I've created so many, I'm just ignoring them now, but it's all good. Apparently, why have I created so many of those in that storage? I don't know why now. I really don't. It's let's just not. Okay, let's say you're supplying graphene 1,000, so we don't create any more. Bloody hell! I don't know why I've created so many of those manually. Not manually, sorry. In that box. That's something I set up way ago and then completely forgot about. But it's all good. Tell you what, you can also hold all these sails I've got. Because what we'll do, we'll get rid of this now. We'll get rid of that. We'll have a conveyor coming out of there, going to there. Not quite what I want to gain, but this is fine. So we'll shut down... But we'll shut down production of those for now. No, let's not actually. But let's set you to do this. We'll get those into the tower. Those can all get stored in a tower. I'll come back to that later when I don't forget. I think I need to try to get more refined oil. Only like one random piece of a conveyor Mark 1 there. I could probably expand this. It uses more of the crude oil. It's not using enough of it at the moment. But there's a lot of space here I could actually do that with. Tell you what, this from there isn't needed. Can I get a, let's see, a splitter, I think from over here. Have a splitter there. You can take some of this out there just for now. hook it into there. Half of it can go that way, half of it can go that way for now. Prioritize that line though if we can. When that fills, it will put any excess down there, which is fine. This setup has definitely got to be improved at some point, but for the moment it works, so I'm not that fussed about it. I think I want to do something over here now. Let's do that. Okay, that's doubled up the production of stuff. Oh! Instead of energy exchanges. Cool. Okay, that's improved the stone coming down there now, so that's good. Okay, these look to be running good non-stop, and some is occasionally getting through. Which is actually ideal. And those are running good. Right, so all that's running good. That makes me happy. Pretty sure that these interstellar ones, let's not of those. Oh, this thing's actually low on the particle things now as well. Wow, okay. These things are just slow. They're not getting enough green engine. Right, yeah, it's green engines that are our main issues now. We have to get better production of those. That's our priority now. We're going to set up a big chain of those somewhere, I think. So let's see. So for those we need electric motors and magnetic coils. Yeah, this is going back like to the start. Cool. We're going to need iron ingots. We're going to need a lot of iron and a lot of copper, basically. Which is cool. Cool. Let's fly away from one of the things I wanted to get to. Maybe. Probably. Right, it's okay. Whoops. Hold on, how many is in here? 3,000. Alright. Now that thing completely unload. So, where is our iron manufactories? They're over here somewhere, aren't they? Nope, not right here. Is this... Is it? I don't remember where I put them now. Oh, they were up at nearer the north, weren't they? This might be it. Yeah, this is all jam-packed. We're absolutely not using enough iron to actually fulfill all of this, which is great. That means it's awesome because we can definitely use it. You know, this bit of land down here could actually be fine. I could turn this entire bit of land down here into a green engine manufacturing area. Actually, no, here's even better. This is a good spot, yeah. Yeah, here's good. Right. Let's go have a little save. Save properly for a while. And let's think about this. I think if we look here, this is probably the best way. So green engines, where are they? They take 2 seconds to make, and they need 2 of these engines, which takes 2 seconds. So let's just do a dummy test. Grab a manufacturer. That's a green engine. That's 2 orange engines. That's actually, even for a dummy, that's just not optimal. There we go. That'll do. Right, so one of those. 2 of those. Cool. Then this also needs magnetic coils. How many of those does it need? 2 a second. Sorry, 2 every 2 seconds. So 1 a second. Yeah, so it needs one of these every 1 second. It's fine. Right. Then it's 1 magnetic coil a second, and that makes 2. So 1 single thing making magnetic coils will be enough to run one of these machines at least. I'm definitely going to want more than 1, but for the moment, let's just work on these ratios and figure it out. You're going to be making coils. Just need magnets, copper ingots. Basically, I think I'll just slam a bunch of magnet things together. Oh, that actually needs ore rather than. That's actually annoying. All our ore. I don't think we're storing ore anywhere, are we? Actually, we might be, yeah. Yeah, you're demanding it. Yeah, actually, yeah, one of the... We've got another oil, a thing supplying ore. Okay, so that actually makes sense, right, that's fine. Let's say we have one of these then. Let's just put it up here for now. So we want to demand iron ore. Nope, don't want it yet. Set it to 0 at the moment. So that's what we're going to need, definitely. And that's going to be for the magnets. We make one of those every 1.5 seconds, so that would be... Oh, the drones are bringing it already. I can see their shadows. There they are. So if that makes 2 of those every second. From 2 magnets. We could have... Damn it. I think I'm... Actually, hold on. I'm going to go check my pictures. I might have... something for this. Maybe. Aha, yeah, here we go. Apparently it's 5 magnets for 2 magnetic coils. Okay. Right. So then theoretically we want... If we just plan this out in a poor way, copy you. So we want 5 of these magnets. Oh no, smelters are the main magnets, my bad. But I actually have a diagram of how to set up this little part at least. So it's going to be 5 of these. So if we've now doubled these, we can now double these. So we'd actually have 4 of those to 2 of those. That's what that would supply. Right. We're going to have to build this out properly soon. But it's okay, while I'm working it's all good. In fact, no, because of course we... no. Because we need magnets for both these. So actually, I think... Yeah, actually, yeah. Hold on. There's like one of these magnet machines for each one of these. Yeah, yeah. So like one of these magnet machines would feed those two. The other would feed that one, basically. That's cool. That I understand. That makes sense. That makes sense. We'll definitely start building this soon. So, other things we would need would be some actual iron ingots themselves. I'm fairly sure that we can just demand, because that's being shoved into a tower. If we demand iron ingots, set that to 0 before I play around. We want some iron ingots. But I'm going to want that tower down here, I think. That's okay. Next would be... So that would be everything needed for the green thing. That would be... We'd also want gears. And that would be 1 iron ingot for 1 gear. That's just 1 to 1. So as many of these would be an iron ingot... Sorry, an iron gear creator. I think that's everything. Oh, we also need some copper as well. And we can demand copper. And that would not be a problem. And I think that'd be everything we need to make a production line here. We just have to figure out how to set this up. Which is perfectly doable. But we're going to take you. We're going to copy you down. We'll copy you down here, I think. So that's where I want the ore to come from. The ores and various things. Oh good, it copied that as well, lovely. Got some drones in. Why do I have a whole bunch of processors? I don't know. Right, so apparently... Let's see, hold on. In fact, maybe I won't demand the iron ingots. Maybe I can just smelt them here as well. And only have ore being demanded, which makes it a bit simpler. Possibly. Alright, so apparently there is a setup for these smelters. Let's see if we can design it. Then we'll kind of work around it. Right, so we need smelters. We need... How many? This is the one where we need 5 of these to create the magnets. Go C. So we're going to want 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. This is a screenshot I have of basically just how the most optimal way to create magnets, basically. Or magnetic coils. I think this is looking right. Yeah. Then it will be another one. Normally I don't really go by screenshots and things, but hey, I may as well. Oh, would it be right there? Yeah. These will be making these. And this is where ore would be coming along. That's the wrong thing entirely. I don't know why I'm not copying there. The ore comes in, gets eaten by these, and then it gets put into 2 of these mad lads right here. This one in the middle alternates between putting them in to there. Yeah. Did you put... No, I just realised these are placed poorly. Oh no, I didn't want to dismantle that. Hold on, let's set these connections up. It looks like this goes in... No. Actually, how I had it was fine. Yeah, this is how this works. Then they go in there like that. These feed into there. These create magnetic coils. Any line of copper. Where does the copper come from? Ah, the other way. So copper comes along this way. That's iron ore. That's copper. Then we'll have another line sending the magnetic coils. I could have built this a bit further south actually, but whatever. For now, let's just have them being sent that direction. In fact, yeah, to make this simpler, I'll probably not do iron here. I'll just use ore. We can then build just more iron smelters for the iron itself. That'd be simpler. Then you lads, you'll want to pick up the copper that's coming from me. And you'll want to output your magnetic coils onto there. Yeah? Yeah. Let's delete those. Delete those because we're done with that stage. That's looking pretty good. So that's going to be ore. Right, we take ore out of there. Just like that. Set you the iron ore. Perfect. Then copper can come out of here, go along there, hook into there. Perfect. Game's gone very quiet, no music. Copper, ore. Sorry, not ore, copper plates. I don't think, yeah, I think I'll just deal with ore alone here, just to make it simpler. Maybe. Then we can just infinitely expand, ideally, if we want to. Okay, next. In fact, can we get some power poles running? One there quite happily works. Another would want to power this machine up. I don't know where the nearest actual power is. Somewhere over here, apparently. It's out of building range at the moment. That's all good. We can wait for now. In fact, maybe we don't really need that to extend all the way like that. Basically don't. In fact, hold up. This is actually 1-to-1, isn't it? No, sorry. Excuse me. One of these will fulfill 2 of those. The other one is for the green machine. Okay, so if we have... Right, what do we need for you? I should have just clicked on that one. That actually needs the iron ingots. Oh, right, we need gears as well. That's why we need iron ingots as well. Okay, right, okay. We will need to bring iron ingots then. This is fine. This is absolutely workable because I think what will make sense is if you're here. You'll take... Actually, no, we can't start you there, can we? I have to start it after this one. So we'll need 2 of these. 1, 2. They will be taking the magnetic coils from there. Actually, hold on. Why don't I have it like we did it down on my other one? Have one of you in between. They can just feed their engines into there. That one will take its other things. Yeah, that's right. That's all we need. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is looking This is looking like it'll work. Now these need iron ingots and gears. So we have iron ingots coming out of here, coming down here, coming down here, coming down along. There they go. But let's say we have a third line just for the moment. That's where the green engines will go here. And then if that was an interstellar one, then I could actually have that one with 5 slots on, but actually that's not that important for the moment. What we'll do, we'll just have a regular one. Let's just say over here for now. That's where green engines are going to go for where we need to transport them around the world. You're going to supply green engines. But electromagnetic turbines, I want to call them engines, I could call them motors, whatever. They're the same sort of thing to me. I feel like this could be a bit better. Like, this is some wasted space, but I think... Actually, no, this is where we'll turn... Haha, yeah, that's where we'll turn iron into gears. Gears will go along here. Alright, so how many gears do we need for these? It's one of these, isn't it? You need 1 gear every 2 seconds. Really? Okay. So that's... Wait. What? 1 gear every 2 seconds, so that's... I don't know. That's 0.5 a second, yeah. So does that mean 1... One smelter should be enough, I think. If you're creating... Wait, where do I create gears? Oh, it's an assembler, isn't it? Yeah, you make 1 gear every second, so one of you will be enough to supply those 2, surely. I have a lot of space over here I could have used. Oh well. We could always move this over there and extend conveyors. And extend this way a bit. Can always just copy this setup over there, I suppose. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. But that power up those conveyors, sorters, yeah. Yeah, I think this is set up to be running properly. Maybe. So that would take iron ore in there, and then deliver those over here. I think that's right. Go hook this up to one of the power grids. I think that seems right. Okay, you're not set up properly. This is okay. You need to make that. You need to make that. Okay, this line needs to be those. Iron comes along, then gets taken into that. Yeah, let's just do it. Set it to 1,000 for now. We'll just set it running and we'll see what happens, because I'm pretty sure this is right. You might need a second one of you because you're producing them very fast. Hold on, you need to get iron from this line. Oh, you also need the gears from this line as well. Okay, you're coming along nicely. Do I not have copper anywhere in the system? I do not. That's a minor issue. I need to get copper in the system somewhere. Other than the copper situation, I think we're fine. These lads seem to be doing their thing. Right, yeah, I just realised I don't have the copper being made anywhere. Let's go find some copper veins. Fantastic, easy. Not a great deal over here, but this is fine. Let's go make some miners. One there. Or one there's fine. One there seems good. And probably another over here. Not the most ideal, but it'll do. Let's get a transport tower. Pop it down here, I think. Go there. Yeah, why not just shove that one in there? It's all good. Fine. I could probably do with some drones. Wait, hold on, that's ore. Actually, no, yeah, that's fine. Actually, ore is fine because I'll set up a production line for copper ingots elsewhere. Supply that. In fact, you know what? I could probably just set up... Yeah, actually, yeah, fine. Let's make a very similar setup for the that we did with the iron. Whoa, wrong with the facing here. That's north. Okay, this is fine. There is... Oh, I see. Things are getting a bit weird as we're getting closer to the pole. Wait, is this... Is that the South Pole? Must be. Yeah, it is. Wow, okay, we're at the South Pole. I didn't even realise. That's a bit... I'd rather not be at the South Pole. I'd rather be somewhere up here. But hold up. Let's go power this up. Power is over there somewhere. Okay, let's hook that up together. Cool. Let's see. You know, this area right here could be okay for ore creation. Let's say we have a conveyor of ore coming in down here. But hold up, where's my setup for iron ore? Here. I just realised that's out of place. Not a fan of that. Anyway, that's cool. Can I make... Can I make a blueprint of basically this? Let's just call this ore for now. Mostly because I'm just going to copy that and we'll turn it to copper instead. We'll do it down here. What's this tower here doing? Oh, that was the temporary one. Do I have enough space here to do that? Or here maybe. Here might be good if I can fit it in. I need to go get some... Wow, I'm running out of things that generate power for me. Can't eat ore, can I? No. Got a bit of oil. Got to get some more graphite soon. I will do. So... In fact, hold on. Before I do this, I will be back very quickly. I'm just going to run a quick 30-second ad as well. Okay, and I am back, and that's the wrong button entirely. And I'm pretty sure I just ran another ad. Maybe I didn't. But it's all good, I'm back. Okay, let's go look at my blueprints. Or, don't want to save changes. Can I just slam you in quite... Ooh, that's actually real big. Oh, I see, because of the... the coordinate thing is actually important, it seems. Okay, building you there then would work. Like, I'm okay with... Collide with... Oh, those oil things. Ah, that's... Find a spot. Okay, can I actually ignore that then? Let's shift enter, so... Might be fine. Where am I? I'm here. Can I not rotate this? Would you work here? No. Apparently just doing shift enter doesn't work. That's actually a bit annoying. Okay, that's a bit of a problem that I wasn't expecting. Okay, actually here it works then. Over here would work. Yeah, that's actually interesting. That's something I didn't realise when it comes to blueprints. Well, that's kind of cool. Hey, there's the original. Alright. We'll just have it flipped down here then, I guess. Yeah, I think here's a good spot. We might need to fill that lake in though from the... Right, I need to figure out where that was. I need to power up a bit. I need to get some stuff. Where is my... Oh, there's my power things. Where have I got all my graphite stored? I'm not actually sure. We'll go track it down. And we'll go track down where I've just set up all those blueprints. Can I make those deuterium rods? No, because I don't really have enough things, that's alright. Aha, here we go. Here's a lot of graphite. I should make a box to store this, but it's all good. Let's take it all from here. When it's not being used, I should maybe output it into a box somewhere, but it's all good. Fine. I have a lot of processors that I don't need. Can I pop those in here? Take a couple in case I need to build things with them. Alright, that's all good. Oh yeah, you've run out of particle containers, that's fine. I know. That'll be another stage. Right, so I need to go look at the map. Where have I just built all of that stuff? There, right. Where am I relative to that? Actually not too far. Go this way. And we'll get to it. Oh yeah, it shows me it through the planet, which is... Alright. If I build some foundations, we might be able to fill in this sea here. This could work. Of course, this is all iron at the moment, which is an issue. We need something to be copper. Why does this feel weird? Hold on, let's do it at this end. Because it is weird. There we go, that's... problem solved. Yeah, you're all going to be copper. This one's going to be copper. Why aren't you, Well, you've been weird. Play with other... What other object? Why won't you, copy? Good. I'm not sure why it was complaining about that, but that's okay. Those will all change to being copper. This one also gets changed to copper. Oh, I realise this thing has demanded iron already. That's an issue. No, abort, abort, abort. Right, can we supply iron? Get rid of it all. Gonna have to hoover up all of this now, aren't I? Oh no, that's annoying. It's in fact entirely too wasteful, but it's all good. That's something I actually forgot to deal with. Holy moly, this is going to take forever. Wait, no, it's actually outputting from here, isn't it? Oh no, yeah, of course. Wait. Because I'm still just dragging it from here. Right. You need some drones. You also need some power, and then you can get rid of all this stuff. Where's the nearest thing? Be down this way, I think. Yeah, find the equator belt. We're never too far. Drones are doing it. Chill. Let's go. Right. None. I don't think anywhere's actually demanding iron ore. Actually, it should be. I know there's a place demanding it. Anyway, we want copper ore though. And we're going to supply that. I have to take all of this. I think I have to do it manually like this. It shouldn't take too long. All good. We'll go set this up elsewhere where it's needed. I'll just grab it for now. Doesn't take us too long. Here we go. There's the copper flowing. Right, problem solved. Oh, let's go set that one as well. Demand. We could probably set you to supply all of that for the moment till it's gone. Someone will want iron ore somewhere, probably. Not sure where all the copper ore is right now. Oh, we reset this. That's where. There we go. It's just in there for the moment. Right, so now we've got copper flowing. That's good. Lovely. Okay, that's set. Ah, it's slowly getting rid of that. That's fine. We'll slowly get rid of it. Awesome. Now, back to what we were up to. Which was north? I think, in fact, I don't even know where north is. The other way. That's south. This is north. In fact, I'm not even sure where we were building things now. It was here, wasn't it? Yeah. We need to follow this way. Wait, here it is, I think. Okay, how is this going then? You're at max on those. Cool, of course you are. Right, so I think this is actually running. You should be generating... Yep, you're generating those perfectly. Right, this is actually... Whoops, ideal. This is running properly now. And we're generating lots of green. Now, we're going to need more of this though. So... I think we need to see if we can duplicate this. Can we just copy all of that? This is not the most optimal. But I think it's going to be okay. You're not doing anything, hold up. You need to be copied. Okay, looking good. Apparently those haven't copied properly, but that's okay. We'll just copy them like this, and they should kick into life and work properly soon. You're not getting rings, why? These haven't been copied properly. That copy-paste didn't really work. But it's all good. We can just manually copy stuff ourselves, I think. Got a bit of space here that's kind of wasted, but it's all fine. Not that big of a deal. This possibly isn't the best or most efficient, but it kind of works. You need ore. But like, if it works, it works, is my theory. As long as we make sure it is working. What's up with this? Oh, it's not running because we're actually have so many magnetic... I think we're actually overloaded on something. I think maybe we could just have another set of engines, and we might have enough resources here to do them all. Well, it's time to find out. Can I just copy these three like this? I don't want to save a blueprint, I just want to... use now. That's what I want. Hold up, before we do that, let's build the... these. Right, let's copy these three buildings. Now... Whoa, hello. Why is there an arrow going from that building to the... That's not actually needed. That was copied by mistake. Don't need anything from there. Whoops. May not be generating enough of coils. Yeah, they're actually running at efficiency, I think. Because like no coils are getting passed at the moment. Yeah, so actually that's important. Right, can I just copy these four then? Apparently you didn't want to copy any of the grabbers, which is actually what I wanted. Okay. One thing I need. Use now. Just go, should be fine. Apparently it just doesn't want to build with the grabbers. God damn. It's all good. Alright, so you want one of those. You want one of those. You do as well. You're going in there, that's fine. Yeah, what? If I do it individually, it's fine, I think. Power this up as well. Cool. Theoretically, we can just extend that basically up to here. Research is stalled because we're low on yellow. Yeah, okay. Improving yellow is going to be a new priority. I think this is pretty solid though. Oh, that's right. We were waiting to see if we had enough to actually run this with just those, weren't we? Probably overcommitted to that. Maybe. All these seem actually happily running nicely for all of these going full time. Yeah, this might actually be enough. Basically, every time we get to another one of these is a new loop. So that's one loop set to those. That's another loop set to those. And we have a third extra one, which I think is okay. It looks like it's running okay. Like, these are all massively backed up with filled with stock, so that's fine. Don't like you being right there. But I don't even know why you're there. Here we go, now we've got a few hundred. Okay, this looks pretty solid. In fact, I could probably just extend this again, I suppose. We just extend you once more. Yeah, it should be fine. If I do that, though, I'm probably going to want to extend this once more. Possibly. Maybe, anyway, I'm not sure. Oh, we'll see how this rolls with the just those. Because these mad lads did stock up for a while, so it's possible they'll run out. Equally, I can always extend it in this direction too. We'll just swap. Well, if we extended it in this direction, what we'll do, we'll basically just reverse the conveyors. Like, we'd have these conveyors come out of here. In fact, let's just run a little test. You want to be in line with that one, which is there. This one we want to go in line with that one, which is there. Go along. We'll basically just reverse this quite easily. Then it'll be one of you. There. Whoops. That's where all would go along. That's where those products would go. Yeah, that would work. That would absolutely work. In fact, we'll set this now, just for the future. In case I do decide to expand in that direction too, then we can just duplicate what we have here. These are all maxed out. Wait, you're not getting anything, why? Oh, I didn't take... Well, we've been even doing this suboptimally and it's still been working okay. I've got to check all of the... Right, you're not taking anything. Yeah, even running suboptimally like that with 2 of those not working, it's still been plenty apparently. You check these end lines to make sure these are all running. Okay, it looks like we're actually running low on cogs coming this way now. Not cogs. Magnetic coils. Actually, maybe not. Maybe they're building up now. Now we've actually set that working properly down there. Those should be even better. I think this is running pretty splendidly. Yeah, we have a lot of green engines being created now for the various needs. Right, so what do we need green engines for? A few things, I believe. Right, let's go head over to this way. Ooh, if we can land, that'd be nice. Thank you, game. So green engines. This thing is actually stockpiling green engines now. Right, what we can do is, let's see. Apparently we're actually getting low on water supply. That's something worth checking later. Okay, what I'm going to do then, I think now we've got green engine production elsewhere, we'll shut this down. Let's see. So we need green engines to make these. Oh. That's why that was there, making those there. Okay. Okay, this makes that kind of simpler in a way. Okay. You will take some drones. So you're going to request the electromagnetic turbines. Demand 100 of those. Demand 100 of these. Now, turbines come out of there. Go into there, ideal. The hexagon thingies go in there. Now, that can get removed. This one can still generate its one engine to go take them down to whatever they're doing down there. I don't know. Oh yes, to make these conveyors. How many conveyors do I have on me? Oh, sorry. I could probably set you like that, I think. I'd have some green engines that I've got hold of. Lovely. I'm going to keep calling them green engines, because that's their name now. Electromagnetic motors. There we go. We should call them their proper name. Okay, this conveyor, you're not needed. Let's say your max is, oh, gosh, I don't know, 500 of those. Let's have you unload them. Oh no, abort. That's the wrong place. Oh no, they've all gone into the... It's all good. Right. Oh no, have you broken entirely? I think you have. Damn it. Okay. Fix that. There we go, problem solved. Let's try not to misclick this. There we go. You can create some of those mad lads. They can store up in the belt for now until we need more. Right, ideal, good. What are you missing? You're missing organic crystals. Why have organic crystals stopped? Because water is low. Right. That's a problem. Got to go fix water in a moment. We'll do that soon. We have a lot of foundations. That's good though. Ah, you're not actually supplying the things we need, right? Green things, hexagon things, problem solved. That means these things will start kicking back into life. We probably need more of these at some point soon. I don't know why I have those in storage. We don't need a storage. They can just travel on their merry way to their destination. I probably want another one of those at some point. But these are creating... Oh, power's low. Just under 10 per minute, so that's 20 per minute of those. How many do we actually need? Like... A lot? Yeah, a lot. Right, cool. I don't know why power's so low. Gonna have to go fix that soon, but that's all good. That's all good. Okay. Power being low is maybe why the water is not so good. No, it's just... That's how the water is, apparently. Do we need more of these? I think we might do. Any foundation support and liquid. But it needs foundation and... Oh yeah, of course it does. Yeah, There we go. Can we have two like that? Yes, I do. Whoops. Right, we need to definitely improve our power supply soon. Let's probably improve the water for the moment. We'll see how that goes. Power, though, is important. Let's get some more of these. Probably need to set up power to do other stuff. But I'm curious now, how is my fractionators and whatnot going? I haven't been seeing those for a while. Or in fact, more importantly, how are these going? You're missing titanium crystals. Yeah, they're slow. Okay. Power's real bad. I wish you could see a breakdown of like what exactly is using the power. But I'm curious, how am I... Oh wow. We have a lot of deuterium now. Well, it's probably not a lot really, but it's a fair bit. Let's just make sure we have enough stored. Go check this other one as well, why not? That one's not doing so good, but that one's much less, but you know. Right, we need to get some more power from somewhere. We can maybe take some oil out of this crude oil seep and just burn it. We'll turn it into refined oil and then hydrogen burn those in power plants. Which might be a good idea. And that might work. What is this giant conveyor of copper ore doing? Need to do something about that. That's dumb. That should go into a thing and get smelted and then... But what is the copper ore being used for over here? It's being smelted by a handful of these mad lads. I could actually dismantle this operation. But like, I'll leave it for now. I think it's okay. Can I burn deuterium? Like, is that... We grab some. Is that bad? How well does it burn? I should just look at it here. 9 megajoules plus 100%. Like, it's pretty good for... being in my mech. Doesn't stack particularly high though. Maybe I could burn it. Maybe burning it is a bad option though. I should really turn into the fuel rods when I can. I definitely need more power on this planet though. So, yeah, I think just completing my solar panel belt's probably the best option. Well, not the best option, but it will help a lot considering I have a lot of these. It'll save me burning things. Right, let's see, can I... Because the trouble is I'm quite low on soil. I need to get more soil. Looks like I'm quite good for building here, though. Possibly. I was missing 2 there. Yeah, having another triple set of these around the entire equator is probably pretty good. I may as well while things are building up and doing their thing. This is looking pretty okay in this direction at least. Well, there's foundation support needed right there. A tiny bit of water. When we've got our power under control again, what I'll do is go back to creating the transport drones, and then we'll set up interplanetary production, or transport I should say, particularly for titanium and what is it? Processors, that's the one. This will probably help a lot building this triple line. Like, it's not the most optimal, really, but still. Like, it's free power from the solar panels, just a big belt around the equator. Whoops. Like, it kind of works. Oh, that's neat foundation there. There we go. Cool, even more. Yeah, this should definitely help our power situation a bit. Running a bit low on foundation. Oh hey, we've reached over here. That's cool. I don't think we've gone around the entire planet with triple solar panels yet though. Go for a fly and we'll go investigate. Maybe we have. Well, except for over here where our initial starting area, we first started playing with them. Oh, we need some foundations. But I'm right next to the tower, aren't I? No, we'll just... Ah, that one's finished doing those. Oops. Can I get... Let's see, where is it? This one? No. Oh, it's one of these. I don't remember which though. Are we generating too many drones? We are. That's fine. Where are my foundations at? I know they're in one of these towers around here. But of course I can't find them when I need them. There they are. Grab all those, why not? Cool. Because we're going to need more soil though for this. Yeah, we don't have enough soil piles. That's annoying. I think we can just eat some of these hills. Trees, though. It's probably going to help a little. I just used like 1,000. Bloody hell. It's all good though. That misclick. I think that is. Looks like it actually. Yep. Gotta fix it. Looking good. Right. More foundation over here. I think this is looking pretty solid, and that should definitely help give us a lot more power. That's nice. What's our power like now? Better. Well, I'm gonna run out of fuel, that's fine. Put some of that in. What's that? Oh, it's a particle container. Cool, okay. Alright. We accomplished very little today, I think. We were just messing around a lot. It's all good though. We are creating these towers very slowly though, but that's all good. Mostly because we need to get more particle container production at some point soon. 2 of those just isn't enough. We're going to need a lot more of these. This should have been built somewhere differently probably for those. In fact, hold on, we can easily just add to the line here if we get an assembler. Get an assembling machine making them up here. That's 4 that can go in there. Get 2 conveyors. Like that. Get the conveyor coming out of you. 1 can go in there. The other can now go in there. Couple of grabbers. 1 there, 1 there. Perfect. Power. You can take that. You can take those. Okay, now we're generating even more particle things. Cool. Oh wait, they need copper ingots as well. Ah, bugger. Ah, right, yes, of course. Okay. What if then? Oh, chill game. We can fix this. No problems. In fact, actually, we'll just fix it from this side. You can request copper. Demand it, I should say. Not 1,000, not 5,000, just 500 is fine. Or 600, sure. Now, copper can come out. Come along this way. Take it in. Now you have copper. Oops. Cool. At least you will have copper when gets this tower. It's coming. Copper. Whoop. Fantastic. Okay, that's up the production of those a fair bit now. Up the demand to 200 of those, make sure we have enough. Cool, that's going to help a lot. Right, so what would be next? It would have to be the things we need that go in these towers, those drones. Which I was planning to as well, but I just didn't. So what do we need for those? We need the reinforced thrusters. So we need green turbines for those and also titanium alloys. That's okay, that's easily doable. We have green engines coming in from here. So it looks like setting up over this way is going to be a good plan. I think we definitely need to step up green engine production even more though, because wow, we don't have many at all. Hey, generate more than 180 megawatts of electricity on a planet using solar panels. Fantastic. Okay, let's take this line then. Put you there for now because that's simpler. This tower is generating titanium. Sorry, not generating, but picking it up. Go. We've got titanium going along there, theoretically. Right, chill for now. In fact, they have a lot of titanium alloys. Wow. I have a lot of these. Holy moly. Okay, fair enough. Don't worry about shitting. We got plenty. We can just push it all the way to the end. Okay, now green engines come out of here. Nice, there's some. We have one of you. You would be making reinforced thrusters. So we make one of these every 6 seconds. Right. And how many of those do we need for these mad lads? We need 2 every 6 seconds. So we need 2 of those to 1 of those. Right. That's easy to deal with. I was going to pass them down, but I decided against it. Why are you weird and wonky there? Don't be there like that. Right, so that'd be those coming down here. Then we'll have... So, what do we actually need for these? This titanium stuff. Processors. Okay. Alright, what we'll do... I'm going to have to fill this water in, I think. Okay. Let's build... Excuse me. You here. You're going to be making these. So you'll be taking titanium, the engine things, and also processors. Now processors will theoretically quite soon be coming to this planet. You'd supply them. You demand them. 500 makes it simple. They will be coming out of here into there. Processors. Then any of you lads will be coming up here. And delivering. Oh, where are they? There they are. The logistics vessels, and supplying those, and we'll say 500 for now, why not, who cares. You'll be taking this and then delivering that. Cool. Now we only need processors. Where are my processors? I think we actually have a bunch of them. Yes. But not all of them. We actually use these very slowly, it looks like. Which is good and fine. Okay, here those mad lads come. Now we're producing logistics vessels. Hooray! But we need to step up production of our electromagnetic turbines soon. But now we have a logistic vessel. We've got 2 of them. Fantastic. Which means we can start setting up... Oh yeah, let's take all of them. Need a few. But that does mean we can start... setting up some of our interstellar towers, finally. We'll increase production of... I don't know what that's doing there. Take all of them. Oh well, they don't stack well, do they? Planetary, we don't really need you. Right. So basically all the planetary ones will get replaced with the logistic ones now. So the interplanetary ones. Which is awesome. And that means we'll set up somewhere... In fact, where's the pole on this planet? There's the North Pole, it's pretty close. This actually works out fine because I had a plan in that we'd have the North Pole be imports and the South Pole be exports. So this kind of works. That should be just... So there's the pole. Ah, right there. There it is. That's the North Pole. Right in the middle of these trees. Build our first main one. Right there on the North Pole. Hey. Gonna want some... These mad lads. 3 of them isn't many, but hey. Oh, these can hold 100 drones as well. Nice. Right. Now, important things we will be getting here would be primarily processors, yes. Titanium. Processors. And Maybe high purity silicon, in case I want to deliver it to this planet as well. Which is a probable thing. It makes sense to do that. Okay, we need to get this powered up. I think we've got some of those down there. Okay. That should get powered up now. Awesome. So what we need to do is go travel to the main planet. Sorry, the other planet that has these items. Right, let's go pop you lads in there. I don't need to hold those. Right, we can store solar panels. Well, not store them, but we'll have them delivered to here. Because we make them on the other planet, because it's easier. Solar panels are a building. So they'll be imported here. Theoretically. Possibly not in the future if I think differently. But hey, for now, that's all good. Then we'll have to go travel to the other planet shortly and send those in. Oops. Right, but though, I think for now, friends, I think that's a good stopping point. Why aren't you working though? Because of the engines. You're not working because of the green. Yeah, we need to improve production of electromagnetic engines as well next time. But hey, yeah. So we're going to stop for tonight. We're stopping a bit earlier tonight because I need to finish up early. I've got a busy day tomorrow, so I can't stay up too late. Yeah, we're going to stop there. And that's been great. So yeah. Right, we'll finish that up. Catch you all next time. You all have a good night.